What's the creepiest encounter you had that people think you made up? My name's Ethan Carter, and I used to work the late shift at a small convenience store on the edge of town. It's one of those places that's open until midnight, selling snacks, drinks, and whatever else people need in a pinch. The store's tiny, cramped aisles, a couple of fridges humming in the back, and a counter where I'd stand for hours, usually bored out of my mind. From behind the counter, I was about 6 feet from the front door, which had a little bell that jingled when someone walked in. To my left, just above eye level, were two security monitors cycling through different camera feeds. The back storage room, the parking lot, the fridges just outside the front door, and then it'd loop again. Each feed lingered for about 10 seconds before switching. The late shift was dead most nights. After 10:45 p.m., you'd be lucky to see a single customer before closing. It would just be my phone and the hum of the fluorescent lights. I'd scroll through social media, watch dumb videos, or reorganize the cigarette packs behind the counter to kill time. That night, though, something happened that made me quit the late shift for good. It was around 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, and the store had been empty for at least 20 minutes. No cars in the parking lot, no one wandering in for a late night soda. I was leaning on the counter, half-heartedly scrolling through my phone, when I glanced up at the security monitors. The feed had just switched to the parking lot camera, which showed the area right outside the front door. It's a grainy, black and white feed, and at night, the lot's so dark you can barely make out details unless someone's standing under the street light. The camera is positioned so you can see the back of anyone walking toward the entrance, and it's got this annoying lag, maybe a second or two behind real time. As I looked at the screen, I saw a guy walking toward the door. He was black, not too tall, maybe 5 feet 8 inches, wearing a dark jacket with some kind of logo on the back. In his right hand, he was carrying a plastic grocery bag, the kind you get from a supermarket. I straightened up, expecting the door's bell to jingle any second. I glanced down at the actual door, just 6 feet away, waiting for him to walk in. Nothing. No jingle, no movement, no one. The door stayed shut. I frowned and looked back at the monitor. The feed had already cycled to the next camera, now showing the fridges. I stood there confused. Maybe the system glitched? Sometimes the monitors would replay old footage if the system lagged, but that hadn't happened in the 6 months I'd worked there. I figured I'd wait for the parking lot feed to come back around. It took about 45 seconds for the full cycle, and see if it happened again. While I waited, I kept an eye on the door, half expecting someone to walk in. The store was dead, silent except for the faint buzz of the lights and the occasional hum from the fridges. My phone sounded on the counter, forgotten. I don't know why, but I started feeling uneasy, like that prickling sensation you get when someone's watching you. I shook it off and told myself it was just the boredom messing with my head. The monitor cycled back to the parking lot feed. There he was again. Same guy, same height, same jacket, same grocery bag in his right hand, walking toward the door. My heart started pounding. I snapped my eyes to the actual door, expecting him to walk through this time. Nothing. No one came in. The bell didn't ring. The door didn't even creak. Now I was freaked out. I grabbed my phone and opened the camera, pointing it at the monitors like I was going to record evidence or something, but my hands were shaking and I didn't hit record. I just stood there, staring at the screen as it cycled through the other feeds again. My brain was scrambling for an explanation. Maybe the system was looping old footage, or maybe I was just tired and imagining things. I've been working doubles lately, and the late shift always left me a little foggy. Then, about halfway through the next cycle, I heard the bell jingle. The door swung open, and a guy walked in. My stomach dropped. He was black, not too tall, wearing a dark jacket with some kind of logo on it. In his right hand was a plastic grocery bag. It was him, the exact same guy I'd seen on the monitor twice now. I froze, my mouth dry. He didn't seem to notice me at first. He just wandered toward the back, near the fridges, looking around like he was trying to find something specific. I kept my eyes on him, my heart hammering so hard I thought he'd hear it. I didn't know what to say. What do you even say?